We've got the team from Never Surrender One, or as the short name is, NSO, joining us, who's obviously a token that's been launched on the Solana network. As you guys know, in this current bull period, Solana tokens and the Solana chain have been the biggest ones so far in terms of adoption and market cap and things like that, and growth. So just had a quick look at your project before, and just a bit of refreshing myself on a little bit of a background. So good to see you guys are going super strong in the current market. I think one of the biggest things in Solana is just finding those ones that do tend to stay here for the long run. There's a lot of tokens that die out in 24 hours or a couple of hours, and that's all you hear of it. So very, very hard for people who want to just buy a token and stay in it for the long term to choose those type of ones. So but good to have you here, Dan, and obviously we'll have a bit of a deep dive into the project, like where you guys started, where you're at, and what Never Surrender One is all about. So before we get started into the project, the way I usually like to structure the AMAs is first of all, we'll give a little bit of a background on yourself, a little bit of your journey into crypto, which has obviously led you up to here. Then we'll talk a little bit about obviously the project, where you guys started, where you're at, what it's all about, and then obviously any future plans and things like that. And then towards maybe middle of the AMA, 3/4 through, we'll take it to our community rounds. We'll start to have some of our community guys ask questions to yourself regarding the project. We might have a couple of people jump on the VC, and we'll do it from a mix of the VC plus also questions asked in the community chat as well. So let's obviously get started. So Dan, if you would like to give us a little bit of a background on yourself and your journey in crypto, and I guess just a little bit of a background on yourself and what's obviously led you up to this point today.
Cool. Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me here also. I appreciate it a lot. So my name is Dan, and a quick introduction about me and the team. So I'm just a member of many members on the team. We're called the Show Squad. We were formed back in Salama. This is where most of us met. We bonded. We grew together. We faced a hardship together back in our previous project. We pushed very hard, and a lot of us got in very early. I myself in Salama got in at below 20K market cap. And, most of us were diamond hand holders. We held very strong in that project. Was a lot of ups and downs. We had not the best dev who was actually selling on us the whole entire time. When we got in, we rated every single day, hardcore raiders, bro. And in just a few days, we got up to 1 million market cap, and then we dropped back down to 100K, where we hovered there for a good 5 days before we shot up to 5 million market cap. And unbeknownst to us, that whole entire time, that dev was selling on us, because we went from 5 million market cap all the way back down to 1.5 million, almost 1 million market cap, where we stayed there for a good solid, I would say another 5-6 days, maybe even 7. I forgot the exact days. And then we shot up to 10 million market cap. And then when we were at 10 million market cap again, we weren't really expecting this. We were thinking, because it was such a good project, it had a lot of potential to do really, really big numbers, especially that time when memes were popping very, very fast. But the dev got greedy, and as well sold us all the way back down to 1 million market cap, where we hovered there for a good 29 days. And I also have to give a shout out to one of our Show Squad members named Alexander, who has a marketing background and utilized $5,000 to $6,000, the best way I've ever seen anybody else utilize in for marketing. And with a Mexi listing announcement, we quickly shot up in just 4 to 5 days from 1 million market cap to 100 million market cap. And, once that happened, most of us, we did take profit. And then we decided to leave and do our own thing. Because we've had such a bad experience in Salama. Even though we love Salama, our Salama is our baby. Most of us still are holders of Salama, and we're still part of the group in Salama, but we're just not pushing Salama as hard as we used to. So we took our efforts and we decided to make our own project that we would push together as a team, and bring it to new heights.
Awesome, man. And yeah, like I even remember the Salama days. I was never a holder, but I had lots of friends who were in it, and that's when I was personally like just starting to dabble in Solana, Solana myself. And yeah, I do remember like the big roller coasters that that token had. Like I even had friends who, I think they bought in certain dips, and then it went down low, and then like, man, like they were like even contemplating like, do I still hold this thing? Because it was like at that time, unbeknownst to them, like it obviously looked like completely dead. And then like I remember like seeing it like weeks and like a month later, and I was like, God, like how did this thing get up to like 50 or 80 mil market cap or whatever it was? And I think everyone was like literally shocked by it. So, but that just goes to show you like what like the Solana network is like. So there's so many tokens that have its ups and downs, and it's the community, it's the raiders, it's the people that continue through that, and then eventually like most tokens reach new highs. So, but definitely for a trader, it's definitely, even for myself, it's been like a bit of a roller coaster of a journey, because I've never seen so many ups and downs in certain charts and stuff like that. So it's something even I'm still trying to get used to when trading on Solana. But good to know a little bit about your background and I guess your experience as well. So that kind of now leads me into the next lot of questions. So if you can tell us a little bit about like what Never Surrender Ones is all about. Obviously, it's like the Trump theme. Obviously, Trump, I think, towards end of this year, I think, or maybe middle of this year. Obviously, all the US elections are coming up, so we've seen tokens like Marga and stuff like that on Ethereum do absolutely crazy numbers. So, yeah, if you could talk us a little bit about that, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So the way Never Surrender Ones was formed it was an idea from one of our team members, Kimadelphia, who was just like sitting one day watching the news, and he saw that Trump was sued for $450 million in tax evasions. And out of nowhere, Trump decides to come out with these shoes and call them Never Surrender. And, he only makes like a limited amount of shoes for them, but it's the idea behind it, the slogan, the narrative that he was building of never surrendering, never backing down, not listening to these people who are just out there to get him in his eyes. So, when he saw that, he was like, man, this would actually make a good name for a project, Never Surrender. So when the time came and we left Salama, our project that we were pushing, we decided to go with this slogan, never surrender, and actually change it, make it almost into like Never Surrender Ones. We didn't want to also be at the same time like every single Trump project, just be Trump, Trump, Trump. We are still, of course, our logo is with Trump's image on it, but because we want to ride the Trump wave for now, the meta, the presidential token. But, if you look at it, he also has a tattoo of his shoe. We also want to be the shoe of Trump project. So, we made it Never Surrender Ones so it could be similar to the Air Force One's sneakers. We want to like kind of have that a sneakerhead mentality or narrative. And in the future, what we do plan on doing is also making NFTs out of this and pushing it hard towards the sneakerheads, which we believe will gain a lot of traction. And something different that we are doing with our project is we're going to add a whole lot of utilities to it that's going to separate us from all these other projects. And people are really believing in the things that we were doing, and it's actually very visible in our chart. If you look at the daily candles alone, we've had 13 green daily candles back to back to back with no CG, no CMC. We did no marketing. At the time, we had a logo that was trash, and we had a website that was ass, and we still hit 20 million market cap in like literally no time. Like, we only launched on March 1st. So people are really loving the ideas that we're coming up with and the things that we're telling that we plan on doing with this project, because we don't want to be just a meme project. We also want to be a utility project. And, you know, we are putting, we are saying what we're doing. You know, right now we have a partnership with GotBit Labs where we're working on our first utility that is going to come out hopefully in the next few weeks or couple weeks, where it's going to be a mix of the Chatter Shield bot and the Raid Master X bot. So, you know, because we have so much experience with constantly raiding day in and day out, like, bro, we are literally abusing the Raid Master X bot. If you go into our main group channel and you just take a look, you will literally see that raid bot is running literally back to back to back to back. We even have competitions for raiders where that we also run back to back. Once the competition is over, we make another competition. Once that competition is over, we make another competition. And we're not even just giving out prizes to the first, to the number one raider, to the number two raider, to the number three raider. No, bro, we're giving prizes to the top 20 raiders on the leaderboard. So this is how serious we are about rating. We definitely love the rating, and we're all about spreading the brand through rating, especially on Twitter. So when it comes to our bot that we're going to be coming out with, that's also going to be setting us apart from the both other two leading raid bots, are going to be the features that are going to be implemented in it. And you know, one thing that we're also going to help a lot of projects do is spread the word about their projects. You know, we're trying to give them that motto of never surrender raiding motto. You know, it's going to be called the Never Surrender Raid Bot for a reason, because we want to help these other projects never stop raiding, constantly talking about their project, you know, and pushing as hard as they can. But if you go and you look at the Chatter Shield bot, you know, the other day I just went to see how much it costs to advertise on there, bro. For 7 days, it costs 0.7 ETH to advertise on the Chatter Shield bot. You know, that comes out to almost like $2,300. And for us, we're going to do something so different where you're going to be able to advertise on our bot for literally like $300 for 7 days. And it's going to be like an electronic billboard, you know, the one that displays an ad for like 10-15 seconds and then it flips on to the next ad, displays an ad for another 10-15 seconds and flips on to the next ad. So it's going to be like that. And what's going to make us even more different and more bullish, and this is why everybody is loving and jumping on our project, is because all profits are going to be going strictly to buybacks and burns. Buybacks and burns, or we're going to buy back, throw it into the liquidity pool and burn it there. So we want people to feel safe in this sort of project. I mean, we're not even looking to make the profit because we already made profit in our last project, Salama. Like even me, a lot of the money that I'm spending on networking and talking to these callers, you know, and doing these Twitter spaces has all been money from my own personal pocket. Like I've spent easily to my last calculations, like close to $60K from my own pocket. And we haven't even even touched the dev wallet since day one. And we go and we encourage people to go look at the dev wallet, follow it, go look at the wallets and see that since day one, not one token has been sold. And we don't even plan on selling any of these tokens, because those tokens, as we've been saying since day one, are going to be strictly used for exchange listings. Strictly used for exchange listings. It doesn't make sense to be a presidential token and you're only being traded on a DEX, or you're only being traded on one or two exchanges. No, you have to be listed on every single exchange. And when we're at 100 million market cap, bro, we're going to have enough money to be listed on all of the tier 3 exchanges that you could think of, all of the tier 2 exchanges that you could think of, and most definitely we're going to be listed on several tier 1 exchanges. So our vision is very, very, very far, and we could definitely see where we're going to be able to take this project. Because something else that's going to be super bullish is that we're only not coming up with one utility. We're going to have multiple utilities. Once this raid bot is done, we already have in mind another bot that we're going to be working with Gotbit Labs. And when I say Gotbit Labs, this is something extremely bullish, because this bot is not coming out with some guy who you don't know and is sitting behind a computer desk typing away punching some keys and making a bot and releasing it out to the public. Or it's not somebody that we got off of Fiverr who you don't know put something, a code where, one day he decides to press the code and drains everybody's wallet. It's not a guy that we sat down, we met in Starbucks, and he has a hood and is telling you, hey guys, I can make you this bot for a few $1,000s. I got you. No. This is a reputable company, Gotbit, which is a big hedge fund, and they incubate memes and they help memes grow and they come up with ideas, and this is their dev department. So it's a legitimate company with a legitimate name, with a legitimate backing, where people are going to be safe using this bot and connecting their wallets to this bot. So this is something also bullish that's going to set us apart from all these other projects. These other bots out there. And we're also just did a partnership with Bond Crash, who we're going to be having their betting games in our main chat. And from his statistics, from his other projects, when it comes to profit from those betting games, bro, they make like almost, from other projects, like $3,000 to $5,000 a week in profit when people played that game, according to him. So imagine, so for us, what we're gonna do with the house money, we're gonna buy back and burn. We're going to also do buybacks and burns with this utility. So we're constantly going to have a flow of utilities that's going to constantly be buying back and burning our token to show investors that we're a serious project. And what we're going to be doing is going to be so different than what the other projects are doing. And constantly, God willing, our price will only be going up. We want people to understand that this is to us more of a business than just a fun meme. This is not like a meme coin where you build it up with hype. It gets to a certain market cap, and the people that got on the bottom, they dump the coin, and now it's up to the people who got at the top to hype, pump it up, and then dump on the people that got in at the top. And at the end of the day, the only way this coin is growing is just through pure hype. No. We don't want investors to not feel safe in our token. We want them to feel like they're buying into value, other than just hype. Of course, it's going to be good when we have the hype, but if you have the hype and you have the utility and you have the brand, bro, shit is going to go parabolic. If the MAGA project with no utility got up to half a B, imagine what this could do on Solana. If Trimp, the project, got to 500 million market cap with no utility, imagine what this could do to our project, NSO. Bro, we got the 20 million market cap, no CG, no CMC, no marketing. Our logo was trash, and our website was ass. So and we still hit 20 million market cap. So our possibility, the possibility for us to do these huge numbers are not even far-fetched. And we're literally just gonna like, our application just got submitted to CMC, and I'm gonna pay the $5,000 personally just to get this application fast-tracked, so we could start being visible everywhere, and we're gonna be pushing hard.
That's what I love to hear, man, as well. Like, as you talked about, like, is the team investing their own personal funds to push it, and like, as you said, like, I think a big game changer in the space as well. And I think there's only been a handful of tokens who have so far like done like those type of things to pull it off. Is once if a token is literally just set out to be a meme, like once that meme hype wears off, like it's really hard to, in my eyes, like attract people to stay there. Like, but what you guys are building is much more than that. Like, as you said, you're working on utilities, you're working on longevity, and like, look how far you've taken it already with like, and I'm just looking at the chart right now because the chart literally looks amazing. Like you're over 10 mil market cap, and like you've got so much upcoming, and so much more marketing, so much more money that's going to be spent, and obviously longevity in terms of the utilities. So that's what I love to hear about as well. So it's good to know that you guys are definitely thinking about the future. You want people to be safe, you want people to be like as part of the community as well, and there's the sky's the limit really in terms of where this could really go, especially I guess as well if Trump does win the overall presidency this year as well. So like I'm super excited for everything that's upcoming.
Yeah, especially if Trump wins the presidency and we're listed on all the major exchanges, bro. It's gonna go parabolic. It's gonna go parabolic.
Oh, definitely, man. And I just wanted to ask as well, when you launched the token in early March, like how was the launch done? Was there like any like pre-sale, or how was the LP and stuff like that done as well?
Yeah, absolutely. So we launched March 1st, literally, and we launched like at the spur of the moment. Like I told you, we made the website in like 0.5 seconds, and all we did from day one, is just strictly networking. It's just us reaching out to different people in the real world, in the digital world. Going on the Kiddo Walter show, doing these different AMAs, Trust DeFi, MMKK. Sears Millionaires Club, like a lot of these members too, like MMKK, the members are in our team discussion group. We have Walter in our team discussion group. We have Trust DeFi members in our team discussion group. Like, we have some really big whales who are in our team discussion group back in this project and really want to see it succeed. Like, this has been the entire thing just been networking from day one. Even till now, we haven't even done any Facebook ads, no Instagram ads, which is possible to do. A lot of projects, they say, oh, you can't do these Facebook ads, these Instagram ads, you'll get quickly shot down. No, not really. I mean, look, if there's a will, there's a way. And if you know what you're doing, it's not hard at all. But what these people do is they don't know the right keywords. They don't know what to type in. They don't know how to hide behind a, like, for example, a merch store. Like, make a damn merch store, put your project there. Don't tell people you're a crypto. And just lead people in there. But a lot of these people in the space don't think outside the box. They don't try to do something different. And this is what really set us apart from all these other teams, is that we do our best to think outside the box and really push hard a project.
Oh, definitely, man. And as you said, like, I do like the fact you guys are looking to be more than just like a meme token. Like, you've got ideas for utilities like NFTs and things like that as well. Do you have like any, I know this is probably hard to say, but do you have any like rough date in terms of when some of the first utilities will be? And obviously I know you're working on the Raid Master, like the unique bots and stuff like that as well. But do you have any rough like timeline in terms of dates of when some of the utilities will be ready?
Yeah. So for the raid bot, they told us 3 weeks from like a few days ago. So we think we should have it by like mid-April, no later than end of April. We should be out with our raid bot. And as for the NFTs, I mean NFTs, we could really do them anytime, but we don't want to do them at a low market cap. We don't want to seem like the project that's coming out with NFTs uh, uh, um just so we could pump up the price, or we can't come up with anything different. No, our NFTs, we want it to be like the cherry on top type of utility. It's something that we want to release when we're at like above 100 million market cap. So we give these NFTs like real value. Like these are real NFT sneakers that we're gonna be coming out with. These sneakerheads, bro. They buy shoes that just dropped from Nike or Adidas or Puma. They buy it, they leave it in the box, they put it in their closet for months down the line, and then they just go out and they resell it. They never even wear the shoe. It's like a real life NFT. So, we kind of want to do the same thing with our NFTs here. And we're going to be pushing it very hard on these sneakerheads. And especially when we release them in a really high market cap, it's going to be a really good look for us, and it's going to be something bullish. And we also want to add utility to our NFTs where we can incorporate staking, and other people who don't own the NFT could get a portion of the NFT and stake it. So we have all these ideas that we're going to be incorporating in our NFT project. So in our NFT sub project. So believe me, I think we're gonna have a very, very good 2024 for sure.
And that and that's what I like to hear as well. In terms of like the NFTs, like I know personally, just like witnessing the space, like there's a lot of NFTs out there, and once you've got it, like it's for the most part, unless you can really like sell it on to someone else, like it is. There's a lot of them that are pretty useless. So like it's good to know as well you guys are also thinking about utilities behind the NFTs, because then if there's additional value there, it's more, I don't know, to me it's more, would give more value to people that wanting to buy those and hold them as well. If there's like some obviously more benefits to it as well. Because I know personally just on certain chains there's a lot of NFTs out there that pretty much do become useless unless you've got someone else who can just buy it at a higher price. So it's good to know that you guys are thinking about things like staking and other features that will give the utility like the NFT actual like proper value and stuff like that as well. So that's good to hear. Do you have? I'm just trying to think about. Is there any? Obviously, you said like CMC and stuff like that's coming up pretty soon, and a lot of your marketing has been like pretty generic, like rating and just getting the word out there. Do you have? I know obviously there's probably a lot more that will be planned once you guys reach higher in market cap and stuff like that as well. But do you have anything? I guess any sneak peeks you can tell our community, like anything that will be upcoming like pretty soon that they would be expecting from the project?
Yeah, so as I said, we are already working with Gotbit, and we haven't really announced our official partnership yet, which we definitely will be announcing soon. No clear date yet, but it's something definitely to look forward to. And I think a lot of big things are going to be happening between us and Gotbit in the future, for sure.
Awesome, man. That's pretty much like most of the questions from myself. So I'm just going to look through the chat first of all and just see if there's any questions from the community. If not, we'll take it to some questions from the VC as well. I'm just having a look through. There is actually quite a lot of questions, so we probably won't obviously be able to get through all of them, but I'll try to choose some of the best ones. So there's lots of, just gonna have a look. We've kind of dabbled on this, but I think it is a good question, just how he's worded it. So I'll take this one from SpongeBob. He said, what's some milestones that the project has achieved since its inception, and how do they align with the project's roadmap? He also said, are there any plans to expand the utility or use cases of Never Surrender One token behind its current scope?
Wait,
Beyond its
look for
current
that
scope.
again. 1 second, I'm trying
That's
to look
right.
for that question. Who said that? Who asked that?
It was by SpongeBob at Tacky Call. It's like probably like middle of the page.
Oh, there we go. I see it. Yeah. What milestone has the project achieved since its inception, and how do you align with this project roadmap? I mean, I think a huge milestone, like I said again, is us being able to reach 20 million market cap. Like I said, with no CG, no CMC, no marketing. We had a trash logo in the past, and our website was ass, and we still just purely networking and talking and persuading people about the project. We were able to get to 20 million market cap, and like I said, we're still hovering at 10 million market cap. And the last dummy who dumped his whole entire bag and brought us back down from 10 million to 4.9 million market cap was literally bought up in like only a matter of not even 15 minutes. We went from literally 4.9 million market cap to 13 million market cap. And this is how hungry these people are, trying to look for a very cheap entry. We even just had another one yesterday. Some dickhead sold down to all the way like around 6 million market cap, and literally like within 30 minutes to an hour, it was bought back, and we're back up to 10 million market cap. Like, these people are watching the chart for entries. So this is something that we should keep in mind. And I don't think these entries are gonna come often or come back anymore like this. Like we really have some Chads holding down the line. You don't see, this is one project that you won't see 80% retracements, 90% retracements, because like I said, we're not selling off from the dev wallet. The dev wallet has not been touched since day one. This is something so huge, like people need to take into consideration. Most of these projects, when you see these big ass wicks going up and down, that's the devs playing around with the dev wallet, either pocketing that money in their pocket or supposedly using it for marketing. So keep that in mind when you're going from project to project to project. You don't want to be in a project where the dev is playing too much with the dev wallet and you don't know where the dev wallet is. And, and when you're asking questions in the chat, hey, dev, where's the dev wallet? What's going on? What's the marketing budget? You're getting banned or you're getting muted. This is also something that's huge too. Like, in our group, we don't even ban people. We encourage people to ask questions. We want to go back and forth with the community. We want the community to feel like they're contributing, they're part of it. They could ask any question they want. We even encourage them to criticize us, because through criticism comes growth. We're not here hiding or doing anything that we shouldn't be doing. We want to learn from you guys. We want to help your investment. We want to help our investment, and we want to succeed together. And I think his other question was, are there any plans to expand the utility or use case of the Never Surrender One token behind its current scope? Yeah, like I said, once we get our raid bot out, we're going to be coming out with another bot right after, and we're going to be, of course, improving both bots.
Awesome. No, as you said, man, it's good to hear that those when people have been selling, it has been bought up super quickly. Like, the biggest thing that I've noticed on some tokens that I've been in is, as you said, people get scared when there's a 70 or 80% retracement, because they don't know if it's the dev fucking around or if it's big whales you got in super early, and then they're if they buy higher, then they're kind of worried shit, is this now going to go back up because I've bought at such a higher market cap? You're just waiting for someone else to come in and buy that entry. But the fact that the couple of times that has happened and it's literally been bought up in 10, 15, 20 minutes is just testament to me that people are or have been looking for those those entries, and it's been snapped up pretty quickly. And as you said, that won't, that might not never happen again, because everyone's like holding the floor. And as you said, the dev wallet has not been touched, has not been moved. There's no dicking around there as well. And I think that's some things like what makes other people get scared to get into other tokens, when things like that do happen, or there's manipulative things happen by the dev. But the fact you guys are holding up such a crazy chart, and the marketing has been pretty minimal, is crazy to me. So it's a really, really good news. There's another question by, we've briefly obviously talked about this as well, but I think the way she's worded it is actually really, really good. It's by Certified Beauty. She's basically said, how has NSO managed to achieve such significant progress without being listed on CG or CMC? And what strategies have you employed for networking and marketing so far?
Yeah, I think it's really the relationships that we have that helped us get these strides going. Because many of us, especially in the sales squad, we this is not like just one project that we're in. Especially in the past, we've been in many projects. I myself have brought several people here. I know another community member, A-Dub, who has all these connections and knows all these other projects that he's in. He's brought people here. I know Ramiro, who's a Brazilian brother with us in the project. He brought probably like over 50 Brazilians into this project. Keeman Delphia, he even was going around telling his family about the project. He even got one of his workers to invest in the project. Everybody here is really doing their part. Like we're literally all doing this word of mouth, telling different people. A lot of, even in our show squad members, we have another brother from Turkey who's out there. He made a YouTube video about the project, and he's even telling his boss about the project. Like this has literally been networking since day one. Like everybody in here, everybody that you see in the show squad, in the team discussion group, even in the community too. I got to give props to the community. Everybody's been networking and pushing and telling different people about the project. And by the way, a little cherry on top, most of us are doxed and KYC'd. You could even go on salama.vip and on the black paper, and you could see that we have our pictures up there. We have, some of us even put our first and last name. Some of us even, we have our Twitter account. We have our Telegram account there. We have our Instagram there. Some of us put their Facebook. So, most of us are doxed and KYC'd in this project as well.
That's awesome, man. That's what I love to hear as well. So, as I think, Certified Beauty, I hope that's helped answer your question regarding how they've been able to achieve their milestones so far regarding networking and marketing as well. And it's good to see that everyone's really working for their bags. Like that's what you really want from a community. I think there's so many people who are trying to get into certain tokens, and they're not really sure about the community at all, or who's behind it. And when you've got people like, who are working so hard for their, their bags, they're telling people word of mouth, which is one of the biggest things you can achieve in a project, is it makes people easier to sleep at night. And I think that's another hard thing about this current market. Like there's a lot of things going up at the moment, but there's also, it does make it hard to, what can I actually sleep on? What can I sleep on that's comfortable and wake up knowing that I'm not going to get wrecked? So it's good to know you guys have got such a good community, and everyone's striving to push this even harder. So I might take it to a couple of questions from the VC, because I do see some people have their hands up. So guys, if I do choose you, just make sure obviously your question you're going to ask is relevant to the project. Make sure you've done your research, and make sure obviously you're just asking the one question. So I can see 3 people have their hands up, so we'll probably be able to get to all of you guys. So I'll take it to Benova first. Let me unmute you. Benova, I've just unmuted you, man. If you've got a question regarding the project you'd like to ask Dan, you can go for it now. Are you with us, Benova? Give it a few moments. Are you with us, Benova? If not, I'll take it to maybe Chris. He's just dropped out, so we might come back to you if we get you back in. I'll take it to Chris. Let me unmute you. Chris, you've got the mic. If you'd like to ask Dan a question regarding the project, you can go for it now.
Hey, bro,
Are you
can
with
you
us?
hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris.
All right, that's great. So, looking at the website, because I tried opening it, but I find it difficult. But I see you guys are offering a free-to-use boat that is going to be released very soon. So I just wanted to know if there's going to be a referral system in that boat, whereby I refer my friend to use the boat, and I get a percentage from it. I don't know if you guys are planning on implementing something like that to the project.
No, we don't plan on it. I think it would be very hard to do in a bot. I mean, I would probably have to run it by the devs to see if that's something that they can do, but I'll ask. But for now, no, we don't plan on doing any referrals.
All right, that's great, because I've come along some projects that do something like that, and it's it brings engagement into the into the community, and also the use of the boat. Thank you.
No worries, Chris. Yeah, good question you've asked there. So, yeah, good answer there, Dan. It looks like we do have Benova back. So let me take it back to Benova. Hopefully he's sorted out his microphone issues. Benova, you've got the floor. If you'd like to ask Dan a question regarding the project, you can go for it now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alfred. Sorry, I had some network glitches. You guys have an awesome project here, and I see a very good prospect here. You're gonna grow fast. My question, I've already put on the chat was, are you considering other chains apart from Solana? When this, although you've achieved a remarkable, success on this Solana chain, and my question is, are you also considering maybe the BSC chain, the Ethereum, and other chains like that?
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't even think we have made remarkable extraordinary success yet. We're not even close to where we want to be. Like, our goal is to be 1 billion market cap. We're literally only like a drop in the bucket to where we want to be. So I think it's too early to even talk about these things or even think about these things. I think it could be actually very damaging to even think about it, because you'll get so too many ideas could make you too cloudy. So especially if you're going to go on a different chain. So I think that's even out of the question.
Okay, thank you very much, Alfred, and thank you for answering my question. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks for the question there, Benova. We'll probably take it to one more question. Let me just have a look. I'll take it to Brian. I don't think we've had you before. Let me unmute you. Sorry, Brain it was, not Brian. Brain, you've been unmuted. If you've got a question you'd like to ask Dan, you can go for it now.
I appreciate it, man. So great to speak on Marks. So hello, great job with your presentation, buddy.
Thank you.
No worries, man.
Hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Fantastic. So I'm gonna go straight to my question. I mean, I love the hype. Obviously, your product's been doing wonders. The partnership you got incoming is great. But I don't know. It seems to me like it's kind of heavily reliant on the whole Trump theme and whatnot. So this is just hypothetical scenario, but what would happen to the project? Let's say maybe if Trump doesn't win the election or he goes to jail. How would you guys pick from that scenario?
Yeah, no problem, bro. Great question. I mean, even though I don't see him losing against Sleepy Joe Biden, but if he does lose, it's easy for us to rebrand and focus more on the shoe. Like I said, at the end of the day, we are the shoe project of Donald Trump. So, our main focus is the shoe, but we only did the logo to look more and represent more of Trump so we could ride the Trump narrative. Otherwise, our big theme is going to be the shoe and the model behind the shoe, never surrendering. because that was the whole narrative of the shoe, and this is the name of the project, Never Surrender. But it just when you look at the logo, you'll see Trump, because we also want to be associated with as a Trump meme to ride the meta wave, the presidential wave that's been coming off and blowing up, and especially when Trump, does his elections and we get closer to the election, these memes with Trump's logo on it are going to be exploding more and more. So, we're kind of taking advantage of two things. We're taking advantage of the shoe, we're taking advantage of the Trump, and we're getting free publicity through Trump as well.
All right, then. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. I mean, your community has been banging articulate, and you weren't kidding when you say you guys abuse those bots. So, yeah, kudos to your team, and I'll be keeping track of you guys. Thank you so much, Alpha.
No worries. Great question, man. I actually really like that question you asked, Dan. So I think that was a good one. So, Dan, we're getting pretty much just towards the end or the third half of the AMA. Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Maybe dabble on some upcoming things or stuff maybe we haven't yet talked about regarding the project or anything like that?
Yeah, I don't think there is. I think we've pretty much covered everything, but just for I usually like to also give prizes if that's fine with you. But before I give the prizes, I will just do a closing if that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Go for it.
Yeah. So, one thing that I always like to close with, the one thing that I always close with, and I think is very vital to close with, because at the end of the day, it's not, yes, I am speaking for the project, but I am not the project. It's a whole lot of people behind this project that helped make this project happen. And especially in our team discussion group, we're close to hitting 50 people who are contributing to the project, who have some way, some shape or form influence of the direction of the project, whether it's them holding the chart, whether it's them pushing the chart, whether it's them rating constantly, talking to the community. So first and foremost, I have to give a shout out to everybody in the team discussion group, the Shill Squad, who's constantly been working hard day in and day out, doing their thing. Everybody has their own little thing that they're getting done in this project. So definitely kudos to you guys. Without you guys, this project would not happen and would not be where it's at. And the second shout out that I'd like to give is a shout out to the community. The community that's constantly always engaging with us, rating with us, asking us difficult questions, challenging us to be better, criticizing us, supporting us, supporting the chart. Without the community, we would not even be a project. And the last shout out that I'd like to give a shout out to the callers, to you guys who are giving us these platforms to speak, to allowing us to explain to you guys our project, what we want to do with it, where we want to take it. Give a shout out to, Mark Gems, give a shout out to MMKK, give a shout out to Trust DeFi, give a shout out to Walter and his show, give a shout out to all the Twitter spaces that I did with GG1 Investments, and Scotty and all these other people. And without you guys giving us these platforms to speak about the project, we would never be a project.
Awesome, man. I just obviously wanted to personally thank you for joining us here today at Mark's Gems. I think we peaked at something like 440 or 450 members on the VC, which is absolutely huge. Obviously, guys, as well, if you are very interested to join the community, jump into the project, buy the project. All of the socials are pinned in our chat. You can find the Telegram group at t.me/neversurrenderones. They've got close to nearly 1,000 members in the TG group. They've been active and live on the Solana chain since the 1st of March, so nearly a month. And as we said, the chart's looking absolutely amazing. They're over 10 mil market cap, which is, still in my eyes, it's very hard to still find Solana tokens in those measures. And as Dan said, it's literally just the tip of the iceberg, and there's so much more to come. So chart is absolutely looking beautiful. Your community looks amazing. Everyone's rating, everyone's pumping their bags, and yes, there's so much more to come. So would love to see you guys potentially back here maybe in a couple of months, and you guys will be at over 100 mil market cap or something like that. So definitely with the presidential hype coming up, and your future utilities, I think the possibilities with you guys are endless, and it's been a pleasure to have you on today.
I appreciate it, bro. So just to give out the prizes, I would like to give so 5 winners are eligible for $50 of NSO. We're gonna give you guys a task to do real quick. That is gonna be very simple, very fast. I'm not gonna say what the task is yet, just so I can make it a surprise. And of course, our members will not be eligible. Our admins, it has to be new members that we haven't give these prizes to in the past, because some people have been just following us. They already know what the prize is. So, we also want to let new members have a chance to win. So I'm going to do a little quick countdown, 5-second countdown. So just be ready to do this task real quick and to win that prize. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So go into the Never Surrender Ones group and write in the group, at me. You have to at me, Dino Mino, and then write NSO to 1 billion market cap. You have to write NSO to 1 billion market cap. And the first 5 people to do that will get $50 of NSO.
Awesome, guys. So as you heard from Dan, jump in the Telegram group. You need to type in NSO to 1 billion market cap. I know you'll potentially be eligible for the $50 in NSO tokens. So let's get on it, guys. So I can see some people typing in the chat already. Their fingers are quick.
Yeah, there's 1. There's 2.
Got some more joining, more people typing. So good to see Brain Twister, who had a good question on the VC type as well. So guys, if you are listening, join the Telegram group and you'll potentially be eligible for $50 in an NSO.
Yeah, that's the 5 people.
Awesome. That was done in like less than a minute, or like 30 seconds or something. So we can see 1, 2, 3. So it looks like it's Pusher 1, Chris at Mars Calls, Brain Twister, CC Jitters, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then XO, which was the other one as well. And how would you like them to claim that? Do they just want you to like
DM me your wallets? I'm gonna DM them in a second too, just to get their wallets, and I'll send them the money shortly. I already pinned them, so I'll get them in like the next 10 minutes.
Awesome. So guys, as Dan has said, just DM him. He will obviously also potentially DM you as well, and you've been now eligible for $50 of NSO, and hope that also persuade you to stay with the community and stay with what's upcoming, and obviously even buy more. So good little comp we had there as well. So Dan, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on and obviously learn more about the project as well. Obviously this VC has been recorded, so I'll shoot you over the recording as well when we're done in a few moments, and you can obviously share that with your community as well.
Awesome, bro. Thank you very much.
No worries, man, and thanks for having us here and joining us at Mark's Gems, and we'll catch everyone on the next one. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.